You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
But we're going straight into the brief, and the brief is very, very interesting today. Because personally, I think we don't have the sporting the world itself must be fixed. And we are having a very key man in football talk about the Saudi Arabia approach to football. And he's saying that the Saudis are making the same mistake as China did. Me personally, I think it's in both ways, because we don't know the full plan of the Saudi Arabians. All we see is the money they are throwing out there, but we don't know if they are perfectly building a back end that will sustain it. I think for China, I stand to be corrected. They seem to just want to purchase at the time, but they didn't have any plans to make football a very viable product in the country. Or what of your mind?
And it's true, but then if you take Saudi Arabia for example, they are building a whole team and they have a mission too. But that of China is different. China just come to the market, find a player, buy them, and that's all. You don't hear anything from them. They are not chasing anything. And then they are not building the players up to. They are not even building their league.
The league, yeah. So it seems like they just wanted some attention at the time.
Yeah, but with Saudi Arabia now, they are buying teams.
Yeah.
They are investing into players too. And they are investing into football.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we don't know the full scope. So before we talk about it, I'll say that let's all try and find if there's any news as to what the Saudi Arabian plan is regarding football. You can share with us and we'll deliberate on it together. But for me, as Chachu said, it seems like they are investing all across. Yeah. You know, it seems like they are investing both in the field, the league. You know, they are going far to even do well with even when the person is being unveiled. You know, now you know their jerseys, their colors. You know, so I think that is all making football commercial.
And like you said the other day, they are planning to invest $20 billion.
Euros, my bad. Euros. Not even dollar.
20 billion euros. So they have a plan they are working
towards. Yeah.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
But again, Luca Modric is in the news again. They say he was so close again to winning an international cup, and he lost, unfortunately. It is said that in 2018, he was close to the FIFA World Cup finals. He was a runner-up. Also, 2022, same thing, World Cup. He was a bronze medalist. And now 2023, UEFA Nations League. He was a runner-up again. You know, it's heartbreaking because I think he just wants to get a national cup. Then he would. I'm sure when he gets national cup, he will retire. That's what I'm feeling. I'm really having that feeling that when he gets it, he will retire. Or what do you think?
He should leave. He should just retire.
No, but you see, he's really looking forward to that.
Maybe it's the case.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana football is coming up again. That was over the weekend. We have the MTN FA Cup final, and we had Dreams FC winning the MTN FA Cup for this year. And you can see there's a lot of joy and bouncing around, you know. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think also Okwewu City. Okwewu United is back to the Ghana Premier League. So they are also back to the main league, and we are looking to see some great football in the space.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
Alright, so back to the studios. We are jumping straight into the lifestyle and politics segment of the brief, and that's always brought to us by the amazing man, the Just Don't Quit King, Chachu.
Yep. And taking it from the finance ministry, John Furiata, the finance minister, he has mentioned that the government is expected to secure about $6.2 billion.
Billion?
Yeah. They are talking about billions.
Dollars?
$6.2 billion.
And what did he indicate? Where is
from his multilateral partners by the year ending. They indicated that they will be getting some from the IMF, which
So are we saying, is that an indication that I won't even call it economy. Our expenses are going to reduce.
No.
It's no indication of that.
I don't think so. I don't think so. That will happen now.
Yeah, so for the people that listen to the news and just jump away, we just want to manage your expectations to let you know that calm down. The rice will still be 15 cedis.
And also, they are saying government will settle the coupon arrears of bondholders on June 30th.
So the people that went to redeem their bonds would be paid off by June 30th. So
they should be hopeful. But
hopeful. Yeah. So it's not a promise. It's be hopeful. All right. So at least
even if you have been promised, you should be hopeful.
Yeah. So they say half a loaf is better than none, right?
No.
So this one,
the quote is not finished. You should end the quote.
What's the end of the quote?
Half a loaf is better than none, if and only the half is not spoiled.
Hey,
oh.
I didn't know that was a continuation.
So this case we'll just end because you don't know if the loan has spoiled. You don't know if the bonds it has spoiled. So just take the half a loan better than none. But if the bond, this one is called half a bond is better than none. If the bond to Sarkodie, then you just.
Kwabena is in the news.
What happened?
He's saying that 90% women 40 fathers are absent. He's blaming the absenteeism of fathers on the women. Actually, he's saying that according to him, women like to compete with men for the affection of their children, and that's push the children out of their father's life.
But okay, I beg to differ. Stacey, what do you think about it?
Exactly.
What do you think?
How can it be my fault that you left? I mean, there's so many absenteeism fathers.
Yeah, who are still doing impeccable anyway. Well, then, so I think it's just a blame card.
Yeah, and it's so wrong.
Because to be honest, there are people who have broken up with their wives or fiancés or baby mamas, and their kids still regard them as daddy. You know,
right?
So I'm not going to think
the majority.
But I don't think it's majority.
It's not. It's
90%, and it's
wrong.
But I would like to ask him, where did he get the 90%?
Yeah, based on his experience.
Yeah,
no one is his
because Aladu, you have been Aladu say 90% or the Kun Aladu.
But women are competitive.
No, but you see, the thing is that we should understand that the standpoint of a woman would always remain at a very vulnerable point when it comes to children. Yeah. You know, because one, they are born into their hands. And two, they feed from them, literally.
Right.
Aside from feeding on them 9 months in the body, they come out and also feed on. You understand? So that's why I say that as a father, you have to. It is the work of a father is not simple. You know, even if you go back to the Bible, when you look at what God told Adam against what God told Eve, Adam, as much as he was served the apple, took a very strong majority of the punishment. Yeah, do you understand? No, but because it is, we all have to understand that it's not a matter of competition. It's a matter of roles to play. Yep. Do you understand? Once you have said you want to be a father, it comes with a whole lot of things. Yeah. And as much as it comes with a whole lot of things, there's the sweet and the sour. You understand? The sweet where the child will grow up and be saying dada instead of mama. The mommy can get jealous about it. And sometimes when it's a girl, the girl is all cuddly with his father, and the mother will be jealous. And sometimes when it's a boy, the boy is all mama will buy, and the father will be jealous. So it is that whole thing where you have to put a balance. But if we are going to blame the celebration of a day on the other vendors because gender, then it's not right. Because me personally, during the whole Father's Day, I heard a lot of people saying Commander's Day, and I don't think it is right to say that.
It means fathers are not well celebrated.
But that's not the case.
But fathers shouldn't be celebrated.
You see, first off, it's fine for everybody to be celebrated. Yeah. And you see, when you say celebration, is it because you have built a standard for the type of celebration? So you would expect benzo. So as you don't get benzo, you are not celebrated. Do you understand? And you should know that we fathers, the way we say I love you is is a very different level.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I saw a post where the man was talking about. They say a father would always be a father because after he told you that in Beshika, he still pays for what you came to ask him for.
Yeah.
So he's telling you I love you indirectly. So
indirectly, but he's not saying it
exactly.
for you to know that he actually
you
loves
know,
you.
but the mother will do, hey, Mimba, hey, me baby.
And,
You know, so
they're always out. Exactly.
So
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
Stacey Anchor, what do you have in entertainment?
Well, today's entertainment news is like very juicy.
All right, let's bring the Jews out then.
Yeah, bring the juice out. So, Ghanaian actress, film producer, and entrepreneur Yvonne Nelson launched her book, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson, yesterday at Pediase.
Why was she? Is she trying to run away?
So who is she now?
Because
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
So, in her book titled I Am Not Yvonne Nelson, she revealed that a famous rapper from Tema impregnated her but refused to take responsibility. So she had to abort the baby. And because she wasn't ready, so she had to abort the baby. And she mentioned the rapper's name in the book, Sarkodie.
TEMA.
let's play music. Hey, see, right now, tell all the baby mamas out there. If you want to chick your boy, just write the book. Write the book, right? So wait. Was that the sole reason for the book?
No, so there are chapters in the book, and one chapter has abortion. It has abortion. So the abortion part is where she spoke about all
this.
this.
Force.
Like
So
Ghanaians are saying, right now you are living your life. Sarkodie is also
so-
living his
so
life,
the-
married. There was no point in bringing this out. Because it's been
was
years.
that an indication of the year it happened?
Yeah, it said 2010.
Yeah, so 13 years back. I
10.
think in that.
So in the book it read, Sarkodie was a budding musician with the potential to become one of the biggest artists in Ghana and beyond. At that time, however, the future looked uncertain, and this way through the maze of life still appeared too foggy to predict. Success was not guaranteed. He was still living with his mother and was not ready to carry a burden while he was being carried by his mother. Like, that's the part.
No, but so.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so right now on social media, everyone is...
Let's go. What else do you have?
elaborate?
Elaborate.
Yeah. I think it has played good on both parts.
Oh, wait, good.
Yeah.
You have bought.
No, but right now, like,
you
I
have
don't see the
bought.
point.
Right now, you have moved on.
That's
you
the
have
thing.
built Nelson
You have built
Foundation.
an empire
You
by
have done
yourself
everything.
and
He
done
too.
everything. He has
Yes.
She's
his
doing
life
top.
and
So
everything.
she's talking to the young girls out there.
That young girl put time for social media, my
No, she's
dear.
talking to. I mean, it's a
You
book,
write
so
the
it's
book,
an education.
and this
So
book is
there
going
was
to
no
be carried
need
on.
to mention
Sarkodie's
in the
name.
name.
You could
in the
say,
book.
you
can
went
say
to a
some-
dilemma.
Exactly.
whatnot.
You just
Oh, my
make
gosh.
it broad.
She
You don't
had to.
just have...
So at this point, if you're literally promoting a book, and the essence of the book is to motivate others, if it's this not a publicity stunt of you trying to get attention,
And numbers.
to your
then there's
numbers for
nothing to
people
mention the name. If it was you that you gave birth to, will you mention your name?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm asking you. No.
And that's why I use prominent.
And
because-
that clearly shows the
Yes.
level of intention this coming out from. And it is you see, for me personally, it is very absurd that this is the kind of news that floats in Ghana.
Yeah.
Like somebody wants to a baby bump and goes out there to do a press release that Rihanna if water rain on your belly, if lion catch your belly,
Yeah,
in
the
your
social
belly.
media era.
no, so that's my thing. Let's be guided the information we put. Before Rihanna started showing her belly, she was private for a while until she was caught on camera walking somewhere. Then she came out that, oh, she's pregnant. She didn't come out and say, critics say. You see, and that's what I'm talking about. If we don't put a cap and some sanity to the things we do, we'll never get the recognition we want.
Yeah.
Because
she's not even Nelson, so who are we?
no,
what are
so
we talking about?
that's what I'm saying. That then probably the book is not even about her.
Yeah,
she's writing a fiction.
Then,
She's writing a fiction, and if you're writing a fiction, the fiction involves somebody's image being tarnished.
Then there's no point.
Then means an important.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
So Houston rapper Big Pokey dies after collapsing on stage.
This collapsing is very, very, very serious.
Yeah, I think
because the South African,
Costa
also collapsed. I think you see when you're in the craft, and we spoke about this last week, work-life balance. You know, sometimes you can get all happy, and you know, with their kind of lifestyle, right? It's constant energy, you know, constant moving, and probably you don't even eat well because when you get here, you can't just eat anyway. You know, when you can't just go and sit at a chopper like how me and you will go sit down and go eat some chopper. You understand? So you probably don't. Sometimes I stand to be corrected. Some of them are probably not drunk soup in a long time. Yeah. It's all about Kuribali, Simatani, Kipali. And you know, when it comes to class 2, you don't drink Fanta, you don't there's like champagne, Hennessy, Moe, and it's all about keeping up the status, right? But sometimes it's scary because another young guy this week is a gospel artist or gospel minister. Also just fainted and died. And it's sad because I believe it is healthcare. We don't take care of ourselves very well, and it's quite upsetting.
Okay, so Reggie Rockstone is also unhappy that Hiplife was not mentioned in the Grammys African music category.
I'm listening. Don't worry.
Yeah, the definition. So he's not happy about it.
You know, you see, that's the thing. It's good he has shown his unhappiness, right? But I always say that once the door has been opened, it's the opportunity to do anything to it.
True.
You understand? True. At least there was an Afro something. Do you understand? So it's now time, as Nemesis said, let's do it.
Let's put the word.
Do you understand? Now let's produce it and let them say, it's just a communique. They can do a new one and update it tomorrow morning. Right? So either we would at BT and say, there's this journal, you missed it. Or the high life or Afro, what's the category again?
Ghanaian drill then.
No. The one
African music performer.
Your man was Reggie Rockstone was not happy about. Hiplife. You know. So let's Hiplife artists come out, you know, do some music. Let's go on a trajectory of promoting it and get there. Because honestly, I can be honest with you, these people don't live in Ghana with us. It is what they are exposed to is what they put down. And as I said, it's a communique. So as I said, rather than moving talk about I was pregnant 13 years ago and this thing, let's focus proper communication to promote relevant things.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
The big issue is going to have a very quick deliberation, and tomorrow we will carry it on. And we are saying that how do you think government policies can impact growth and development in industries in Ghana? And today we're talking about health.
PP says they are going to revive the National Health Insurance Scheme to make it efficient with capacity to finance health services on timely basis in a bid to achieve universal health coverage for all Ghanaians by reviewing and restructuring the sources of funding, as well as the institutional arrangements for the management of the National Health Insurance Fund, increasing budgetary allocations to the NHIS.
So this is, if anybody is wondering what the NHIS is, it's the cards that majority of us know our aged folks to have, and very few young folks use it anyway. You know, it has been termed or positioned to be below average card. So if you probably are taking minimum wage, you probably gonna get an NHIS just to support your health. And you know, me personally, I really don't think. I see people take drugs with it and all that, but some people also complain that they can't purchase some level of medication.
Yeah, right.
Right, but the promise is talking about increasing capacity and all that. Also, just somewhere last year, there was a communication from the Pharmaceutical Board of Ghana saying that they are not going to do credit again. It's purely on cash and carry basis. And they spoke that some insurance businesses in Ghana are owing them some arrears of months, but the Ghana government is owing them arrears of 2 years and all that. But again, the promise was saying they're going to do their best to make it effective and efficient. but it seems like we are not seeing the full potential as they promised us. And I feel, again, this is a very key and necessary system that needs to be put in place to support Ghanaians as a whole, because insurance is something everybody needs.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know when anything can happen. Insurance are just put in place for unforeseen circumstances. And ideally, I'm very happy personally when I see my mothers use it, because already there's no system that supports the pensioners aside from SNIT.
Yeah.
And if you work for somebody who was smart enough not to tell you about SNIT, then you never will benefit from it. You probably have worked all your 40-something, 30-something years for the streets, and they receive the fullness of it. That's why sometimes I guess I didn't see the rich remain richer and the poor just keep getting poorer.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.